Black Panther's new Snazzy and Jazzy look is revealed. Another new and massive exploit in Battlegrounds we need to go over. Gorr and America Chavez are getting buffed, that is confirmed. And much more, including Google Point situation, which was a bit of a weird one. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Friday.
Are we staying in tonight? Just kidding. Of course we're staying in tonight.
Yeah, I've got live streaming to do. Might do some Battlegrounds in that live stream too.
I don't actually talk.
Your MGH just kicked in.
Am I on drugs? Now, before we get into the show, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe with post notifications on all, especially today, because we've got a ton of information about the new update. It is going to be really spicy. Like 10 AM PST, make sure to be around, notifications be on Twitter. Spicy, very spicy. And yes, Black Panther event information is going to be dropping on. I can't speak. See, that's how excited I am. I can't use words. I can't conjugate a sentence together. But in all seriousness, yeah, there's going to be an announcement of the Black Panther based event. The reason that we're talking about it now is because they talked about a Black Panther new skin that's going to be added in to refresh OG Black Panther, which looks a little bit like this. Yes, this is it. This is going to be the new skin. What happened was the on the forums you could choose profile pictures, and this particular profile picture was one to be chosen in any case. So you get to see what the new Black Panther outfit looks like. This is actually really cool. It does still have the tactical elements of the tactical vest and stuff like that of the original, but gives this new kind of flavor. And to be honest, I really like the palette that they've used for this, the textures, and as well the way that the kind of Wakandan thread, whether or not it's like a vibranium weave or not, it looks very much kind of like but in any case, it is what it is. It was interesting because then who was this player? Deadtron posted this one here, which this is more kind of like an OG type look, and it's like, for me, how to describe it is old meets new. And that's what's great about this new version. It definitely has that kind of original look of the Black Panther from a facial sense, or the kind of the indentations of the outfit, compared with like the old ones. So I love this as well. I love the kind of the golden eyes. It just looks cool. It just a cool improvement, and yeah, I think we're all for it. So I think it was a bit of a surprise, but also not a surprise. And there was obviously questions about Black Panther Civil War. I really would like to see a full buff of that champion. Visually, it's fine. It's just the case the champion's abilities need to improve a little bit, not a little bit, a lot, in order to kind of allow it as more of an attacking-based champion. Champion rebalance for Gorr and Valkyrie, very important. These champions are in the 6-star featured currently. A lot of worried faces, worried people I hear about when it comes to Gallon and Quicksilver, but that's something, hopefully, that's absolutely fine. But in any case, a small W. A small W being that Gorr is going to be improved. So based on our evaluation, Gorr performance in the Battlegrounds so far, we're looking to make a few tweaks to his whatever a quit is. His damage, first of all, Gorr's damage ceiling is currently in line with our targets. However, the damage output drops significantly in more complex environments, indicating that his day-to-day loop is currently too stressful to execute without the help of synergies or a low complexity encounter. While a drop in damage output is to be expected as the fights become more difficult, Gorr's drop was low enough for us to look at tuning him up. So that's good. Utility, we're happy with the utility elements in Gorr's base kit and are looking to make changes in his SIG ability. One of Gorr's intended metagame targets was to counter auto block, looking at you, Penny Parker, with an undermine ability. When looking at matchups that feature auto block, Gorr is currently underperforming in comparison to some of the cosmic counterparts who target auto block, e.g. Angela and Hercules. The plan, we have two goals in mind with Gorr's tuning. The first is to make the day-to-day loop easier to maintain in more complex fights. We'll be looking to increase duration of shadow magic buffs to keep his loop going. The second goal is to increase the effectiveness of versus auto blockers, and we're looking at the undermine buff duration. Address that. But also, a bit of extra good news. Like last month, we had enough time to pair Gorr's changes with another small value-only update, America Chavez. As original design intent was to be a mystic brawler that should feel like a truck, we'll be looking at increasing her damage output to match that goal. When our 37.1 build hits, we'll be running a beta for players to take on retuned Gorr and America for a spin and give us some feedback on whether his changes are hitting his goals or not. Fantastic news. Very fantastic news. As we said, there is kind of always a bit of a scare at the moment about, like, you know, Gallon and other stuff. And I definitely, like, it was the question asked. I was worried about Wong. The whole rebalance process would somewhat be very little. I do have some questions out. When is 37.1 build coming out? December, January, and the beta is an invite only, right? Still don't know about that invite only when it comes to the beta. And we need to kind of like find out when that is, but it looks like this factors into December. Yes, early December is the 37.1 build, and in that there will be a beta to test out the likes of, well, I definitely know it's America Chavez and Gorr, but I don't know, as other people said, like Wiccan and Iron Man Infinity War. I don't know if that will be within that one. It could be a case it's more like Iron Man Infinity War for January for that one, as a player kind of points out there. We will have to see. But yeah, exciting to know that we can test out these champions as they're being rebalanced. So thumbs up for that one. We'll have to see what goes on there. Now let's move on to something that is all about play points. Now, if you are a person that has a Google Play account and as well you spend within Marvel Contest, it does mean you'll get some points. And what do points mean? Prizes! Yes, they mean prizes a lot of the time. There's a system where you can go and take your points that you've earned and purchase things. So different types of bundles and other stuff like that. At the start of this week, there was a, well, kind of like Monday, Tuesday time, I think it was like Tuesday actually. And there was all of a sudden no bundles available. You couldn't buy anything with your play points in Marvel Contest. And there are people that are reaching out to me saying, Rich, what's happening with this one? And to be honest, I wasn't sure at all. It's always very scary when stuff like this happens, because you kind of go like, oh no, is Google removal this kind of play point system scheme, which, you know, players really loved. It helped players as well grab those extra skim of units, items, and we saw a greater gifting crystal being opened up like partway through the year, which was just so crazy, but cool, a nice little surprise, was it not? But yeah, the question was posed onto the forums, and we did get an answer, which is Command Jack saying, thanks for bringing this to our attention. It appears after some friction, these deals were temporarily taken offline while we expanded regions. It seems to have been resolved. Let us know if the issue crops up. Interesting about how it said expanded regions, so I don't know if this means that it becomes a lot more available to, like, say, countries that it was not normally available for, which is good. But it's weird that, like, the terminology is used friction. So was it Kabam forced to do something? Or was it a case that Kabam fell out with Google Play on that matter? I don't know the terminology on that one, if that's showcasing anything. I'm not going to read into it. Look into it as you see fit. But in any case, they are back. As of November 3rd, so that was yesterday, it is confirmed that we have now seen a return of these particular points, and also things that you can redeem, which is like Advanced Unit Bundle, Premium Hero Booster Pack, Essential Unit Bundle. So all those things there. So it's the part 2 to this story is that if you do a Google search, you'll notice that the play point system is now rolled out in India. Now, if you do spend, and the same thing like if you spend your money, that you get like points back. It doesn't really kind of clarify what the kind of rupee kind of split with, like how many rupees you need to spend in order to do that. Is it going to be something that the reason that Kabam referred to it as friction? I don't know. I don't know why the word friction was used. Really don't know. Kind of a weird one. Is it a new system that they have to employ for the Google Play points in India exclusively? I don't know on that one, but yeah, very interesting nevertheless as to why it was brought back. It was taken down and brought back again. Yeah, all very strange, isn't it? And now we finish on a very important topic, and that is a new exploit within Battlegrounds. So this whole theory of this very much goes into the Gladiator circuit. So if you are in the Gladiator circuit, hold on, thumbs up. But this does become a problem, because then people are able to, in a roundabout way, exploit the system where they try and match up with each other and that ain't cool. That doesn't kind of keep into the competitive and fairness of this, and this is the biggest problem with a mode like this, that what you can do is because, and here's the problem, not many people are going to be at the top of the leaderboards. It does create an issue. If you go, okay, well, there's about 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, whatever, in this particular, you know, bracket, there's a good chance that you will be facing off against people you know, or accounts that you know of, or maybe one cheating account that is run by yourself, and maybe another account that's your true account. So your modding account is actually kind of then elevating your normal account. Don't want to tinfoil hat that, but let's face it, this could be what this is saying in a roundabout way. Funny enough, as I just scrolled down, it's exactly what Night Monkey said it was, and it was worst case scenario. I also feel really sad for these people are so sad. Like, I feel sad for them if you are indeed creating a cheating account to inflate your legit one, if that is the case. Now, all this is speculation. I can't personally prove it, but at the same time, you know, that's up for Kabam to prove it. And here's the thing, Kabam can prove it. So if Kabam are watching, details, by the way, are on this particular thread, which you know, gives away the potential name and the particular like place in the leaderboard. But what Kabam can do, and here's where this particular the cheater, if they are cheating, and based on what Night Monkey is describing, them refusal to have the fight, but maybe we're kind of like inflating by climbing up top of the leaderboard. Kabam can see at what time you pair off against that particular account. They can also see when you would refuse. So they would be able to triangulate all of that data, and it will bring up who the cheater is. Now, that's just the thing, isn't it? Kabam need to look into this. They really do, in order to make sure this is legit. And as Night Monkey says here, that the entire morning I applied a single match against the modder, by the way, who took down my rank 4 Kingpin using Black Widow Clairvoyant, which could be the kind of the modding account. The process is very simple. You have 2 devices, a legit one and a modding one. Hit search. If they match in the same time, you know it's between your 2 devices. It's just one that gets a match. You refuse and repeat. And as I said, I'm not going to be revealing the leaderboard rank and as well the person, because I think Kabam get quite funny with like CCP people if you out people or kind of mention stuff associated with it. So I would just alert Kabam to go deal with this, please. You know where this is. And if you want to know what it's actually like to try and do this, it is a little like this. This particular player does just like showcase like, okay, well, this is what would happen as a result. This player doesn't do that, and as said here, the device is taking this picture adds to the chances, the perks of having 7 accounts. Luckily, I don't care about Battlegrounds, for the record. Very easy to game the system. Kabam devs might want to look into it, and of course that is the case. Now, Kabam have responded to this, and that's just the main thing. Like, we're kind of like deep diving a lot of this, but Kabam have responded to this, which I think is important. So Kabam, Mike said yesterday, I know this has been a contentious topic recently, and we agree that the behavior is unacceptable and not sportsmanlike. Exploiting matchmaking to match yourself to anybody else specifically is not the competitive spirit of Battlegrounds or the contest. We've recently made some changes to matchmaking that should make this process more difficult, but we will be taking action against those that we have found to be abusing the system. As I said, data. Like, Kabam know this. Kabam can see the data. So if you think that you're kind of spoofing the system, they know when you pair up, and at the same time they know when you refuse. So they should know this. On the topic of the accept refuse screen, we've talked about it, and it's an option we're exploring. We would need to remove the functionality for anybody to explore other menu screens while matchmaking, though. So yeah, Kabam are on the case. It may lead to an improvement. Hopefully leads to an improvement soon. As I said, I believe that by season 4, a lot of this stuff will be sorted out. We are the guinea pigs in this one. We're tested on. We're beta testing all of this now. We should be in beta test seasons, to be honest. There should be like beta season 1, 2, 3, and 4 before going, okay, we're in season 1 now, and everything is at a point where it's it's good. But it is what it is at the moment, and hopefully we see an improvement for it, but it's a little scuffy. I think we just got to ride out a couple more months of scuff, and then we'll be into a better place when it comes to it. In any case, that has been our show. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks very much to everybody that supports as a YouTube member and as a Patreon. You're on screen now, and if you want to support the channel, it massively helps me out as a creator if you could do that. Also, those who support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. I've taken a couple of days off of streaming MCOC, and then I'm back today playing some MCOC, so we'll probably do a little bit of Battlegrounds and maybe a little bit of Arena. I don't know. We'll have to see on the channel later on tonight. Look forward to seeing you then, and renew your Prime sub and all that stuff. That'd be great. And finally, check out some other information on screen. There will be a big news dump later on, so make sure you're about for that one. And yeah, cheers everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.